So you filed a bill to ban online gambling, and today Senator Risa Ontiveros also filed a separate bill, and she's suggesting that the ban be relegated to the access to online gaming in e-wallets. So in any case, with your bill, you've talked at length about it, but I'm just wondering, how far do you have the support for this, do you think? And also, why only now? Because online gambling has been around for a while.
I'll tell you first, guys, the outpouring of support has been immense. Ang aking Facebook has been flooded with support from so many sectors, especially the OFWs. Kasi yung mga naming OFW families affected dito, guys, no? Yung kanilang kita na pinapadala dito sa Pilipinas, nagtataka sila, bakit palaging kulang? At nalaman pala nila na nauubos na kanilang mga kamag-anak dyan sa mga buwisit na online gambling na yan. And several sectors, when I came out with this, this was really, this is probably one of the only measures that I've had that had come out with this type of support from so many sectors. As a matter of fact, today I had a meeting with the media of the Senate. I treated them for lunch. Each one of us had a story to tell na kung saan yung kasambahay nalulong sa online gambling, nagnakaw sa kanilang tahanan. Yung isa, yung kusinero ng kanilang shop, dahil nga nalulong din sa online gambling, ay kinuha yung tip box at ngayon hiyang-hiya, they had to resign. I mentioned in my press briefing, which came from my mayor in Kibawe, Bukidnon, Mayor Jimboy, and he told me that merong 16-year-old na bata na nagbigti, no? Nag-suicide. He hanged himself dahil nga ginamit niya yung pera ng nanay at tatay na savings na less than 200 pesos lamang dahil nahiya po siya sa magulang, varsity player man lang doon sa local university, yung local school namin, nagpakamatay. These are stories. These are actual newspaper. I have hundreds of this with me now. This is about a Cebu City shooting. Man kills neighbor over online game scatter. This one, scatter forces a man to steal cash from a store in Mandaue. I have so many of this. I have stacks of newspaper articles that have been flooding the internet and flooding my office since the start that I came out with this stand to ban online gambling.
Yeah.
So the social costs are tremendous. Talagang napakalaki ng social cost nito. And maybe nagising po ako, to be honest, nagising po ako dahil sabi ko nga sa isang interview kanina, I was in my farm in Bukidnon and I was wondering why my agricultural workers, the workers in the farm, was actually playing with their phones. Nakaupo lang sila sa ilalim ng kahoy, ng punong kahoy. Naglalaro sila. Sabi ko, ano yan? And then when I looked, I said, but parang roulette wheel yan. May roulette, I don't know, I don't play these games. So may roulette wheel na gumagalaw.
Yeah.
Yung isa naman parang slot machine. Sabi ko, ano yan? Ay, boss, ano yan? Scatter. Tsaka, sabi ko, magkano ang pusta nyo dyan? Pwede piso, pwede 5 piso.
Yeah.
But iniisip ko, I put in my mind, guys, these are agricultural minimum wage earners. So, they're not earning that much to be able to spend all this kind of money on gambling, which they told me they don't win anyway. So,
Yeah.
Senator, maraming nag-file ng similar bills in various degrees and win, partial ban, stricter regulation. As Regina mentioned, Senator Riza also. Are you guys open to talking about this, maybe consolidating everything para mas malakas talaga, no? And para you can gain solid support as a group?
yes, actually, ganyan talaga mangyayari dyan, guys. No, Sean and Regina and Pauline, what we're going to do is basically have the committee hearings. We'll have an investigation in aid of legislation. We will call all sectors involved. And eventually, ang mangyayari dyan, magkakaroon kami ng compromise measure. I'm on the extreme side. No, I'm on the extreme side. Mine is total banning. Why? Because we tried regulations na sa Pogo. Yung PAGCOR, yan ang lumang tugtugin na. Pasensya na lang, Mr. Altenco, no? He's a good friend of my father's, matagal ko ng kaibigan yan. Pero yan ang tugtugin na ng PAGCOR against Isabong na okay lang, i-regulate natin. What happened? Nako, Diyos ko po. Hindi lang na-regulate, nagwala, ang dami pang namatay na mga sabongero. Ngayon, ganun din nangyari sa Pogo. We said, that was That was the time of Mr. Tenko. Sabi niya, no, we'll regulate. Let us regulate. He even talked to the president. At that time, I was Senate President. He talked to the president and he said, we'll just regulate it. What had happened? We even passed a law taxing them. Taxation. Kaya even taxation is useless. Because even if we tax them, ang nangyari, lumala ang sitwasyon nung sa Pogo, ang daming human trafficking cases, ang daming illegal na Pogo operators, nothing happened. We were at a loss. So every time we closed a Pogo operator, may bumukas na naman ng 10 all around the Philippines. But now, because of the ban, if you notice, ang tao mismo na yon ang nagsusumbong. Kaya hindi talaga sila makakalusot. If you see like 30, 40, 50 Chinese in one compound, automatic yan. Pupunta ng police, ng barangay captain, mahuhuli sila.
Yeah.
Because there's a total ban.
Actually, that's what I was going to point out, Senator. No, in 2021, the Senate voted to tax pogos instead. This was under President Duterte, and that was under your leadership. So I was wondering as well, bakit po
I was a majority leader. I was not the Senate President.
Correct.
You were Senate President.
I apologize
I was the
for that.
majority leader.
So,
And I'll be honest with you, it was a mistake. It was an absolute mistake.
yun na nga eh.
That's why we, sometimes we make mistakes in legislation. We look back and we regret it. And I regret passing that POGO regulation bill, to tax them and to regulate them further. That's why now we're going to make another mistake. If you ask me, it's going to be a mistake. Why? How can you regulate? Just banning the posters and the ads? The PAGCOR chairman came out saying that, we're going to meet with the ad board and we're going to get rid of all the posters. You don't need that. It's social media. It's in your phone. You don't need anymore any posters or ads in radio, TV, or what have you.
Yes.
Nandiyan na yan eh. Automatic na yan. Lalo na pag meron kang e-wallet. If you have a GCash, you have a PayMaya and all the other e-wallets, automatic yan. They offer it. It pops up on your phone that we have this app. Why don't you try it? And then there's, of course, may mga artista doon na nagpapaganda at nagpapakute na maganda ito, masaya ito. Masaya ba pag ikay minimum wage earner, inubos mo yung matrikula ng inyong anak? That's why the social ills are terrible, guys. Terrible.
So you don't want to make the same mistake as you did with Pogo. But how far are you willing to go? Because as you already mentioned, you're going to come up against powerful interests here. Maraming politicians that are friends. And I think you yourself might have some friends in this industry. And of course, marami din celebrities who are endorsers of online gambling. How far are you prepared to go?
As far as it takes, guys. As far as myself being voted out, it's possible that I can be voted out. And, it is a deliberative body. They will eventually put it on a vote. These powerful, influential people, maglalabi yan. For sure, they'll lobby. They'll invite them for dinners, for lunches, and of course, they will wine and dine them, offer them the sun, moon, and the stars. But I am going to fight this all the way. This is going to be my advocacy till my last days in the Senate. I'm only until 2028. If I can make this my legacy, the legacy for the Filipino people, let's do it.
Okay, but
I am heartwarmed, or I am so honored by the outpouring of support that they've been giving me, and they've been telling me, sana wag po kayo mag-iba ng inyong advokasya dahil ang daming pamilya nasira at nawasak dito. It's not enough that we're making 50 billion a year on these guys. I'll tell you what. I was in the province last week. Kausap ko yung mga mall operators doon, yung mga Gaisano, Aurorama, the local ones, not the SMs. I don't know, I haven't spoken to SM yet, or Ayala malls and all these high-end malls. Ang sabi sa akin ng mga local operators doon sa probinsya at sa Cagayan de Oro, sa Bukidnon, bumaba yung foot traffic nila at bumaba yung sales nila. Initially, akala nila because of online selling. But in the province, guys, mahina yung online selling doon because ang lalayo ng mga bahay. You're talking about, kilometers away from each other. So, ang sabi, and then the conclusion was, after the dinner, was it's possibly because nawala na po yung spending power, yung what you call, yung disposable income ng ating mga kababayan dahil napunta na dyan sa online gaming. Imbis na madala nila ang kanilang pamilya ng Sabado o Linggo sa Jollibee, naubos na ng padre de pamilya sa paglaro nitong mga iba't ibang games, online gambling sa kanilang cellphone. And that's a fact. And if I'm going to ask this during the hearings, I'm going to ask the Mall Operators Association to let me know, matamlay ba? Because ang balita ay matamlay. Consumer spending is down. And when consumer spending is down, ladies and gentlemen, bagsak ang ating ekonomiya. Why? Unfortunately, our biggest mover for GDP growth is actually consumer spending.
Right.
Not manufacturing, not tourism. As a matter of fact, bagsak yung tourism natin na yun. Ang exports natin, napakababa. Malit lang yung foreign direct investment.
Yeah.
Yung OFW funds going to the Philippines, pumupunta sa iba't ibang tahanan, na pumupunta sa mall at namimili po ng gamit, namimili po ng pagkain, yan ang backbone ng ating ekonomiya. Now,
Senator,
pag maubos yan sa sugal, patay ang ekonomiya.
Yes. But Senator, I wanted to ask what safeguards are there to prevent people from resorting to underground illegal platforms because a total ban could lead to that. And that's the reason actually why countries like Germany, Sweden, and Singapore have shifted from prohibition to regulation.
Very simple. Just cut off all the e-wallets. It's the accessibility, guys. It's the accessibility. I don't have the app, but we tried it yesterday before my press con. And in 1 minute, if you have the app, you can put the app in 1 minute, and in 1 minute you can be online on all these games. So it's the accessibility. If you take out all the e-wallets and credit cards, patay na rin yan. Who are they gonna sell to? I mean, that means you have to go to a store and get like a card, like a bingo card, and play that way. Siguro, pwede natin gawin yun. But that will kill the industry. Stopping the e-wallets, I'll tell you, kasi magaling ang Pilipino makalusot, guys. No? I hope you forgive me for my passion. I'm just very passionate about this because ayoko sana na bansa natin number 1 gambling capital na tayo. It's here. I'll show you. We are now the number 1 gambling capital of the world, of Asia, and I'm not lying. We have the most number of casinos.
I
believe you, Senator.
Back a few years
We're the
ago.
number 1 gambling capital. Is that the direction that we want to do now? Remember that Pogo was providing gambling to China, not Filipinos.
Yes.
Yun nangyari dito, yung mga sindikato nagpapatayan, nagkikidnapping, and yung pagsispiya. They were spying on us. Kaya natanggal yan. Ito na yun ay onshore gaming. Kababayan po natin naglalaro. Hindi China, hindi pang bansa. Kaya ito, the biggest gambling nations in the world, we are number 1, no? So,
Senator?
my point is that the direction we want for our people in the next 3 years? Tell me how that will develop us as a nation.
Yeah.
Yes, we will get 100 billion. So what? The social cost of it, hundreds of billions. So, yan ang mahirap dyan. I can't seem to fathom why they don't see it. Sana naman pumunta din sila sa Facebook. Siguro si Chairman Altenco, baka kailangan niya maglagay ng Facebook at siguro mag-open forum siya dyan.
I'm sure meron siyang Facebook, Senator naman.
Okay.